Today we're going to be making peach cream pie. Okay, what I've got here to get started, this is for our topping for our peach cream pie. I've got one can here, a large can, 29 ounces of canned peaches, which I've drained, and I've reserved 1 cup of the syrup. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our pot here. And I've got 1/3 cup sugar. And I've got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now we're going to really have to start whisking on this. Kind of lumps. Keep whisking. And your lumps will eventually dissolve. Okay, to this we're going to add 1 cup of hot water. Go ahead and whisk it together. I've got 1 3-ounce package of peach Jello. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Whisk it together. Okay, our glaze is thickened up enough, and we're going to go ahead and take it off the heat. And I brought it back to a boil, and we're going to take it off, and it's boiled about a minute. And then we're going to let it cool, and then we're going to go ahead and add it to our peaches. Okay, now our gel has cooled off enough, so I mixed it in with our peaches. And I didn't quite use all the gel, but I used most of it. And you just have to judge how much gel you're going to need. And I'm going to cover this up and we're going to put it in the refrigerator. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and make our custard. I know I've made custard on here before, and it's probably going to look a little bit repetitive to you, but there's a lot of recipes that are the same to get something entirely different. So I've got here 1 pre-baked pie crust, and I got 1/3 cup cornstarch. Go ahead and add it to our pot. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2/3 cup of sugar, and we're just going to whisk that all together until we get it well blended together. Okay, now I've got 2 cups of 1/2 and 1/2. You can use evaporated milk, you can use whole milk. I've got 1/2 and 1/2 today, so that's why I'm using 1/2 and 1/2. Now you can use skim milk too if you want, but you're losing a lot of flavor. It's just really not that good as far as I'm concerned. And dessert is dessert, you know. Supposed to be something really delicious. Okay, put it all blended in here together. It's hard for me to do this because I'm not exactly left-handed, I'm right-handed. We're going to change hands here. Get that going again. Okay, I've already got our burner set on medium heat, and we're just going to go ahead and cook this all together until it comes to a boil and starts getting thin. Okay. You're also going to need to whisk continuously or stir continuously, because if not, it can burn on the bottom, and then you're going to have some nasty flavoring custard stuff. It's nice and thick. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it off the heat. And what we're going to do is, I've got 2 beaten egg yolks, and we're going to go ahead and temper our egg yolks. So we're going to do that by adding a little bit of this hot into here. And we're just going to kind of whisk it around. And we're going to keep doing that till we can bring this to the right temperature to add it to our custard. And the reason we do that is because we don't want the egg to cook like that and make scrambled eggs. We want it to give our custard its beautiful color and flavor. We don't want to have a big mess of scrambled eggs. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add our egg mixture into our custard. I'm going to go ahead and whisk it all together. And then we're just going to put it back on the heat until it comes back up to a boil for 1 minute. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and add our butter and vanilla. I've got 1/3 of a stick of butter. I'll put that in there. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we're just going to whisk that all around until it's well blended. And our butter's melted. Now we're going to go ahead and add it to our pre-baked pie shell. And if you wanted, you could use, graham cracker crust or any kind of a cookie crust that you wanted to use, you could do that. Now we're just going to let this cool for a couple hours on the counter, then I'm going to place it in the refrigerator. When we get ready to serve, we're going to put our peaches on top. Okay, our pie's set up enough. I'm going to go ahead and put the peach topping on top. And about the topping, as it sits in your refrigerator, you need to every so often go and stir it, because it is made with Jell-O and it's going to get all congealed together if you don't. You see, now this is what it's been in the refrigerator for about 3 hours now, and it's fine, but I went in there and stirred it. See? If it gets more congealed on your pie, that's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and spread this on here. And I'm going to serve it after dinner. So we're not going to cut this yet, but you'll be able to see it. Get it all covered. I got it all covered up. So we'll be back later to serve this pie up. Okay, it's time for pie. So I'm going to go ahead and try a little bite. All peachy and custardy. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And thank you, and come again.